isn't always the fairy tale it seems. For Taylor Swift, one of the most recognizable names in the world, the spotlight has come with unimaginable highs. Chart-topping hits, sold-out tours, and a legion of devoted fans. But with that level of attention comes something far darker: obsession. And in the most recent chilling turn of events, Taylor Swift has had to take legal action to protect herself. Yes, Swift has officially filed a restraining order against a 45-year-old man named Brian Jason Wagner. And the details are more disturbing than you might expect. It all started quietly, like most dangerous situations do. At first, Wagner was just another overly devoted fan, someone who followed her music, attended events, and posted about her on social media. But then, things escalated. Reports show that Wagner began appearing at Taylor's Los Angeles home multiple times, often uninvited and unannounced. On one particular occasion, Wagner showed up carrying a glass bottle, pacing around her property, and making bizarre statements about his connection to her. It wasn't just unsettling, it was alarming. But what made this situation even more terrifying was the obsessive fantasy Wagner seemed to be living in. Court documents reveal that he truly believed Taylor was the mother of his child. Yes, you heard that correctly. Despite there being zero connection between them in real life, Wagner allegedly convinced himself that they had a family together. And it gets even more unhinged. He submitted official documents listing Taylor's actual residential address as his own. This wasn't a harmless delusion. It was targeted, persistent, and deeply invasive. The restraining order, filed earlier this week, seeks to legally prohibit Wagner from coming within 100 yards of Taylor Swift, her home, her vehicle, or her places of work. The order is set to remain in effect at least until June 30th, 2025. But for fans, and for Swift herself, the emotional damage may already be done. Imagine living in constant fear that someone might be lurking outside your home. Imagine seeing your address listed on someone else's paperwork, someone you've never met, but who seems convinced you're part of their twisted personal narrative. And this isn't the first time Taylor has had to deal with this kind of terrifying behavior. Longtime fans may remember the name Mohammed Jafar, another stalker who broke into her Tribeca apartment building multiple times in 2017, even making it onto the roof. He was ultimately sentenced to 6 months in jail and 5 years of probation. Then there was Roger Alvarado, a Florida man who broke into her Manhattan townhouse not once, but twice. In one instance, he even took a shower in her bathroom and fell asleep in her bed. These are not isolated incidents. This is a pattern, and it paints a disturbing picture of what female celebrities, and particularly someone like Taylor Swift, must endure just to live their lives. So how does someone like Taylor respond to this kind of repeated trauma? According to those close to her, she's doing what she does best: taking control. Filing a restraining order isn't just a legal move, it's a psychological boundary, a declaration that she won't be made to feel unsafe in her own space. And as fans, it's easy to forget just how vulnerable celebrities can be. We see the glitz, the glamour, the curated Instagram feeds, but we don't see the security systems, the sleepless nights, the therapy sessions, and the endless pressure to keep smiling for the cameras. This restraining order comes at a time when Taylor is otherwise on top of the world. Her Eras tour is breaking records globally. Her relationship with NFL star Travis Kelce is making headlines almost daily, and her latest album is already a critical and commercial success. But in the shadows of all that celebration, this incident is a grim reminder of the dangers that come with being adored by millions. Not all fans are fans. Some cross a line that turns love into threat. Social media, of course, exploded the moment news of the restraining order went public. Fans rallied around her with hashtags like "Now Protect Taylor Swift" and "We Stand with Taylor." Some called for better laws protecting celebrities from stalkers, while others expressed outrage that someone could get so close to one of the most high-profile people in the world. Again, comment sections filled with support, but also with frustration. Many fans asked, how many more restraining orders does she have to file before someone truly listens? Legal experts weighed in as well. Criminal defense attorney Lisa Green told reporters that Swift's actions were absolutely necessary and well documented, adding that this case could become a blueprint for how future stalking cases are handled in California. The EMA LAPD has not disclosed whether Wagner has been taken into custody, but given the legal documentation and history of prior celebrity stalkers being arrested, many believe it's only a matter of time before formal charges are filed. As for Taylor, she has not publicly commented on the situation. And who could blame her? Sometimes silence is self-preservation. Sometimes not responding is the only way to keep a shred of normalcy in a life that's already lived under a microscope. But that silence doesn't mean this isn't affecting her. It's affecting all of us. Because if Taylor Swift, with her security, her resources, her fame, can't feel safe at home, what does that say for everyone else? In the end, this story isn't just about Taylor Swift. It's about boundaries, safety, and how society treats the people we claim to admire. Obsession isn't love. Showing up at someone's home isn't romantic. It's dangerous. And no, amount of celebrity status justifies having to live in fear. Taylor Swift is an artist, a daughter, a friend, a human being. And like everyone else, she deserves peace. She deserves privacy. And she deserves to know that when she locks her front door at night, that door will stay locked, not just physically, but emotionally too. So what happens next? That's up to the courts, the police, and time. But one thing's for certain, Taylor Swift is done playing defense. This restraining order is her line in the sand. And for fans, it's another reminder to love your idols, but never forget they're people too. And before you go, don't forget to show your support by hitting that like button, subscribing to Celeb Scoop 247, and turning on the notification bell so you never miss another update. We bring you daily deep dives into the real stories behind the headlines, from celebrity drama and legal battles to the moments the cameras weren't supposed to catch. So if you want to stay one step ahead of the gossip, the rumors, and the breaking news that everyone's talking about, Celeb Scoop 247 is your go-to source. Join our growing community, drop your thoughts in the comments, and help us keep these conversations alive. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.